Hello students, in our last class we were discussing about proteins. I mean to say soon after the completion of that is nucleic acids, then in the nucleic acids we have two nucleic acids, that is one is DNA, another one is RNA. So deoxyribonucleic acid and ribonucleic acids, and also we discussed about what are the different ingredients or the chemicals present in the nucleic acids. Yes or no? And in today's class we are moving on to the next topic, that is protein. So already I told you people what mean by protein in a very simple sentence. Protein nothing but it is a polypeptide. Yes or no? It is a long chain of polypeptides. It is also called as polypeptide, and it is made up of chain of amino acids. Please do remember. So polypeptide refers to, poly refers to many, and peptide refers to the protein units. So those protein units are nothing but amino acids. So these amino acids are arranged in the form of chain, and that is considered as protein. Yes or no? So also called as the polypeptide or chain of amino acids. And till now our scientists have discovered almost 20 amino acids. Do you remember? Till date our scientists have discovered 20 amino acids, and whatever the different proteins, that is 1000 different types of proteins are made up of these 20 amino acids. So you can ask a question, how come it is possible? Yes or no? Say for example a protein which is made up of 100 amino acids, and according to my statement there are 20 amino acids. How come it is possible? The same time these 100 amino acids, in that some of the amino acids are repeated. Yes or no? Say for example a long chain of amino acid, in that first one is alanine, second is glutamine, again third one is alanine, fourth one is alanine, one more glutine, that is leucine, isoleucine, again alanine, like this. I mean to say some of the amino acids can be repeated, so that can make the protein made up of 100 amino acids, 1000 amino acids, sometime more than that. Yes or no? So this is 20 amino acids. In that some of the examples are, I can write later, alanine, arginine, aspartic acid, glutamine, glutamate, yes or no, glutamic acid, leucine, isoleucine, lysine, valine, methionine, tryptophan, yes or no? So there are 20 different amino acids are there. In that the most important word to understand is, when you take one amino acid and will take one more amino acid, simply called as, we can call it as dipeptide. Yes or no? Dipeptide refers to there are two amino acids or two amino acid units are present in the proteins, and the bond present in between two amino acid is called as peptide bond. Please do remember, it is called as peptide bond. So the bond which is present in between two amino acids is always called as peptide bond. And whatever the protein present in the nature, all proteins are heteropolymers. Do remember, heteropolymers, I told you in detail. Heteropolymer means, so there is a long chain of amino acids, there are several hundreds of amino acids are there. In that this particular chain made up of same units, that is n number, n time. The number of amino acids are repeated n times. In that all are different amino acids. Say for example I told you this is alanine, this is glutamine, again this is valine, and this is again alanine, and it is valine, it is tryptophan, like this. Yes or no? So that the protein unit or the long chain of amino acid is made up of different types of amino acids called as heteropolymer. And opposite word is homopolymer. Homopolymer means the long chain of amino acids are made up of same amino acids. Say for example, a chain of amino acid, in that first one is alanine, again alanine, again alanine, again alanine, like this. I mean, it may be 20, 30 or 100 or more than 100. So, but all amino acids are same, nothing but called as homopolymer. Expectedly in our nature, no protein is a homopolymer. All proteins are heteropolymers. Clear? This is one topic what we discussed in the last class, and today we are moving on to next very important. When we take amino acids, that is 20 amino acids, in that we are going to take, make one small classification. Ask it for 2 marks. See what is that classification, that is essential amino acids and one is non-essential. Essential amino acids and one more is non-essential amino acids. So what mean by that? Essential, non-essential. Yes or no? Essential means they are needed, non-essential means they are not needed. Yes or no? So according to our view or according to our mindset, definitely it gives the same meaning, but no, it is different. See what is essential amino acids? This essential and non-essential amino acids, the classification is made only based on whether we need to take those by externally or they are going to produce or they are going to prepare within our body. So this is what, how can we make the classification. Then what mean by essential amino acids? Very simple to understand. Essential means they are needed. Is so for that reason essential amino acids are the amino acids those we need to take it by our external diet. Please do remember, external diet, so called as essential amino acids. As why they are called as essential, why they are needed? Because they are not produced within our body. They are not produced within our body. So for that reason we need to take these amino acids by means of external diet along with our food what we eat. So that they are called as essential amino acids. So some of the examples are alanine, glutamate, glutamine. Yes or no? So these are what, some different essential amino acids. I mean to say these amino acids are not produced in our body, so that we need to meet our the body demand only by taking those by means of external diet or by means of food. So what mean by non-essential? Non-essential means they are not, no need. No need? No. So the meaning is that, so those non-essential amino acids means these are the one such amino acids they are going to produce within our body. Please do remember, they are going to produce or they are going to, our body can prepare within the body. They can prepare within the body. So I mean to say that the body itself it can be produced, so called as non-essential. I mean to say why they are called non-essential, because no need to take it by external diet, so called as non-essential amino acids. Simple example, methionine, leucine, lysine, tryptophan. See, these are the some of the important, that is non-essential amino acids. Very simple. So this classification is mainly based on whether they are going to produce within the body or not. So essential means they are needed. Why they are needed by the body? Because our body is unable to produce within the body, so that we need to take it by external diet. Same time non-essential means, so those amino acids, that is that the body is unable to produce within the body, so that we need to, these amino acids can be prepared by our body, so that no need to take by external diet, so called as non-essential. This is a small classification in the, that is protein. I hope you understand. Next, so what is the, then what are the different functions of the protein? Yes, so they play a very wonderful role in the transportation of, first one is transportation of nutrients. Do remember. So the most important aspect or the functional aspect of protein is, so they can transport, they play a very important role in the transportation of nutrients. How? Across cell membrane. CM refers to cell membrane. So those proteins, I mean some of the proteins present on the cell membrane as a internal or integrated proteins. So they act as a channels, protein channels, or they can act as a cellular channels. So they can play a very important role in the transportation of materials or nutrients across the cell membrane. This is very important fundamental that is function from the protein. Second one is these proteins like antibodies. Write down. So second one is antibodies. So those proteins nothing but antibodies. Nothing but antibodies are nothing but pure proteins. So these can fight against. These can fight against the antigens, or we can call it as infectious microbes. Yes or no? Second important function is, so those proteins, nothing but those proteins in the form of antibodies, they can fight against the infectious organisms or infectious microorganisms. This is what the second the functional aspect. And third function is that those proteins play a very important role in the enzymes, that is for the digestion purpose. So one important sentence is that all enzymes are proteins. Do remember, all enzymes are nothing but proteins, but not all proteins are enzymes. So that all enzymes are made up of amino acids. Again, amino acids means again protein. So these can play a very important role in the the metabolism, or for the breakdown of complex food material into simple molecules. And also they play a very important role in the hormones. Again, hormones also made up of, that is the protein molecules. As you know the hormones, so hormones are the non-nutrient molecules. They are produced by the glands. They are, I mean they play a very important role in the normal body physiology. So thyroid hormones, pituitary hormones, yes or no, then thymus hormones, then ovary hormones, testis hormones. There are different hormones present in the body. Those all are made up of hormones. Clear? And also most important, that is collagen. As you know that collagen and elastin, so there are different proteins are there. So the collagen is a most important protein in the animal world. I mean to say that whatever the animal you take, so that particular animal is made up of that collagen. So that collagen is present in the muscles, in their body muscles. So that the collagen is nothing but the most abundant protein. The highest, the amount of protein present in the body is collagen, that is in the animals. Do remember. And one more is Rubisco. Second one is Rubisco. So the Rubisco refers to, it is an enzyme present in the plant body. So the most abundant enzyme present in the animal body, that is collagen, and the most abundant protein present in the plant body is called as Rubisco. Then when we write their expandation form, that is ribulose bisphosphate, Rubisco, that is ribulose bisphosphate, that carboxylase and oxygenase. Rubisco, that is ribulose bisphosphate, carboxylase and oxygenase. So this is one of the enzyme, that is primary carbon dioxide receptor, that is present in the animal. Most abundant enzyme present in the plant bodies. Is that clear? So this is one thing, as you can understand by this this concept, that is about the protein. Very simple to understand. Is at the same time we have one more topic today. that is polysaccharides. Next topic is polysaccharides. Note down. Polysaccharides. So that the name itself indicating the meaning. Poly refers to many. Saccharides refers to sugars. Many sugar units together called as polysaccharides. I mean to say that many sugar units. Many sugar units it can make the polysaccharides. I mean, so simply called as in this we have two classification. One is very simple to understand, homo polysaccharide. Another one is heteropolysaccharide. So again come back to the same point, homo polysaccharide, heteropolysaccharide. So simple to understand. One is homo refers to same, poly refers to many, saccharide refers to sugars. Again hetero refers to different, poly refers to many, saccharide refers to sugar units. That is polysaccharide, nothing but carbohydrate. So that is made up of a polysaccharide made up of, that is same units of many, I mean same many sugar units, same many sugar units, so called as homopolysaccharide. Again many different sugar units, called as heteropolymer. So many same sugar units called as polysaccharide, and many different sugar units called as heteropolysaccharide. So in this I can write some of the examples, that is glycogen, starch, inulin. Yes or no? Glycogen, starch, inulin. So these are the what, some different examples. Okay, very easy to understand. So and one more is cellulose. So these all come under homopolysaccharide. Means to say that these all are made up of long chain of monosaccharides. Mono refers to one, saccharide refers to units. I mean to say in a chain only one sugar unit is there. That is hence called as monosaccharides. So these glycogen is a complex molecule, again starch is a complex molecule, inulin is a complex molecule, cellulose is a complex molecule, and these all are made up of long chain, no doubt. They contain long chain, but in that long chain, so here is all are made up of glucose. Yes, and in case of which one is glycogen, they are made up of fructose, like this. I mean to say that, so don't consider the number of monosaccharides. So in this individual are considered as monosaccharides. Glucose is considered as a monosaccharide, fructose is considered as a monosaccharide. Yes or no? But this continuous line or this chain is made up of single monosaccharide units, so called as homopolysaccharide. Clear my point? Homopolysaccharide. And here that is heteropolysaccharide. I mean to say that in that we have a chain. In this chain one will be glucose, fructose, galactose, yes or no? Again ribulose, etc. Means to say that glucose is considered as a monosaccharide, fructose is a monosaccharide, galactose is a monosaccharide, ribulose is a monosaccharide, but there are different monosaccharides, hence considered as heteropolysaccharide. In that one such example I can give you, that is chitin. Chitin is a complex that is molecule that is heteropolymer. Do remember. So this is our concept. Yes, and we'll continue. See, one classification is homopolysaccharide, heteropolysaccharide. So, in the same time, when you consider the polysaccharides, so here we have one glucose molecule, another one is glucose molecule, next glucose molecule, next glucose, so on. In that, when we consider, that is long chain of same monosaccharide units, simply called as homopolymer. In that, when we consider two glucose molecules, so these monosaccharides or glucose molecules are held together by glycosidic bond. In case of protein, that is a peptide bond. In case of polysaccharide or in case of carbohydrate, we have glycosidic bonds. So that glycosidic bond is present in between the glucose molecules. This is one of the concept. At the same time, when you consider this topic, so some of the animals, plants contain some different complex molecules like what we have, that is N-acetyl galactosamine. Please note it, N-acetyl galactosamine and glucosamine, that is N-acetyl galactosamine, that is NAG. We can call it as NAG, refers to N-acetyl glucosamine, and one more is glucosamine. So these glucosamine and galactosamine both come under again complex molecules. These come under most complex molecules, and they are mostly homopolymers. They are again made up of homopolymers. So in that they are present in the arthropodans. This which one? This chitin is present in the arthropodans. That is when we can understand, that is a crab or the cockroach. Yes or no? In that that is the outer part that is made up of this chitin material. These are considered as highly complex molecules. So this is what about the polysaccharide units. Clear my point? So at the same time, and one more small topic, when we consider this polysaccharide units, so here we'll be having a long chain. Sometime imagine what is long chain? So in that, somewhere it will be having some branches, like nothing but this one. Say for example C, as you know that, like this. So here we will be having one more side chain like this. Yes or no? So that this look like a cartoon. I mean to say, imagine we have one long chain. So in the long chain we will be having one sub branch or the one branch. So in this we'll be having, somewhere we'll be having I2, that is iodine is present in their polymer. Somewhere in this structure we'll be having polymer. Yes, so that iodine or the I2 is present in the starch. So the complex molecule or the homopolysaccharide which contain I2 in their polymer, they look like blue in color. Please do remember this point. Yes, so those what long chain of polysaccharides, so somewhere they contain the cross walls or they contain branch, they look like a cartoon. In that they contain iodine or I2 in their polymer, so those are simply nothing, look like blue in color. See, this is also one of the very important point to understand. And last point to understand is, when we write a long chain of polysaccharide, yes, and here imagine it is right end and it is left. is right or left, whatever you take. You can take left here and right there, no problem. The right end is called, in a long chain of polysaccharide, the right end is called as reducing end. Do remember, when you take a long chain, that is, say for example, glucose, 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 last one is glucose. In that, if you consider this glucose as a right side, and this is nothing but reducing end, and when you consider the left end is considered as non-reducing end. Clear? So the right end is called as reducing end, and left end is called as non-reducing end. Very simple to understand. So I mean to say, consider RR, that is reducing, that is right side reducing end, and left side, that is LN, left side non-reducing end. So this is the small topic regarding the polysaccharide, and this is enough for today's class, and in tomorrow's class we will move on to the next topic, that is again protein is there, and one more is nucleic acid is there. Okay, thank you very much.